Murdoch. This is a story about Murdoch the tender engine when he joined my railway, and he thought other engines talked too much, but he soon realised that they weren't that noisy after all. Thomas, Harvey and Salty loved working at Brendan Docks day and night after day cargo ships arrive at the docks with the goods from all over world. This keeps the engines very busy, but sometimes after working very hard all day, they are so tired that their axles ache. One day the Fat Controller decided to bring a new tender engine to help. The new engine was long and he had 10 wheels. This is Murdoch, said the Fat Controller. He's going to pull goods on the main line. Aha, matey, shouted Salty. Welcome, Murdoch, called Harvey. You're the best engine I've ever seen, arrived Thomas. Mamma mia, you're a jaddy look. Quietly, said Murdoch quietly. Murdoch didn't like chatty engines or the noisy docks. He liked quiet runs. Thought he came tryside with just the noise of his engine and the trucks of the company. Soon Murdoch was coupled along with a line of heavy trucks. His boiler strayed, his wheels started to turn, and the mighty engine chuffed away. But Murdoch didn't puff through the countryside. He puffed through a busy builder's yard with beginning hammering and drilling all around him. Murdoch longed for some place and quiet. Everywhere he went was noisy and crowded. At the end of the day, Murdoch was looking forward to go night's rest. But when he got back to the engine sheds, Salty and Harvey were full of questions. What's the longest train you've ever pulled? Asked Harvey. Have you ever run? Asked Salty. Have you? Salty. Mamma mia! Please, Joe Murdoch. I want some, please. And peace and quiet. I want to share about Jam with a jokes. Mamma mia! No need to be rude, but Harvey. We're only being friendly, steamed Salty. The next morning, Murdoch collected another long, heavy train. This time he chuffed into all the beautiful countryside. It was splendid, and all Murdoch could hear was the gentle rumbling of his wheels and the soothing puffing of his engine. At last he had the same peace and quiet. But suddenly Murdoch's driver applied the brakes. There were sheep on the track, lots of sheep. The sheep escaped from the fields, said the driver. Through the firemen, they broke the fence and added the firemen. The driver and fireman tried to chase the sheep back into the field. First the way, then that way. They tried everything but nothing. They tried everything but nothing worked. The sheep were bleating louder. Bah! It's no use, grumbled the driver. By now the driver and fireman were very cross and tired. Then they realized that Murdoch's team had stopped the boilers. Got no pizza, cried the fireman. Murdoch's fire had gone out. I'll go and phone for help, said the driver. The Fat Controller was enjoying his afternoon tea when he got the call. Murdoch is in trouble, he exclaimed. I'll send help right away. The Fat Controller went straight to the engine sheds. Meanwhile, Murdoch was stuck with all the noisy sheep. He was very unhappy. The valley was peaceful, and anymore had never heard so much noise. But at last the farmer and his dog were beginning to move the sheep away. Mamma mia, chatty engines. Much better than noisy sheep, muttered Murdoch. Just then Salty and Harvey chuffed into view. I'm glad to see you, exclaimed Murdoch. We'll get you out of here in no time, cried Salty. Before long, Harvey and Salty were hooked up to Murdoch, and then with a heave and a huff they chuffed out of the valley together. That night the engines were back in the shed. Thank you for rescuing me, said Murdoch. Mamma mia, I'm sorry I was crossed to share a shed with you, and we're pleased to have you, replied Harvey. Are we? Added Salty. Murdoch had found his peace and quiet at last. The sound of bar 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 and sent him happily to sleep. The end.